Once I got the the algorithm, which is the method. Once we got it running, at first, I mean, I was blown away by it. I spent a number of weeks working hard on it. I got it running in what's known as a simulation. And the day I got it working, where I could hear it, I was so blown away by this, and I was dead tired because I've been working on it for a number of days. I literally sat in the laboratory that I did the work at till like 2, 3 o'clock the next morning, where I'm trying this song, trying that song, new music, old music, you name it, oldies. And to my ear, I thought, wow, this sounds pretty amazing. Well, as a developer, you kind of get caught up in kind of like an oxymoron, because on one hand, you're thinking, wow, this sounds incredible. Yet the developer in you is also saying, well, I got to be my own worst critic. What am I missing? What did I not get right? I felt the need, if we're really to try to make this thing be something, I wanted to get some feedback from people who are truly in the know. Very fortunate to have become more than an acquaintance. I've become a professional friend and personal friend of a gentleman by the name of Gary Katz. Gary's probably most well known as being the producer of Steely Dan throughout their Hall of Fame career. So it was one period of days where I had to be up at one of our company locations where Gary happened to be, and we had a surround sound system set up, that I asked to see if he'd take a listen to it. So he was willing to do that, and I'll never forget it. We used the song Ruby Baby from the first Donald Fagen solo album, produced by Gary, and we took a listen to it, and Gary said, Frank, that's astounding, that's phenomenal. And then he said, yet I know you're looking for some technical feedback. He said, from a production standpoint, what you've done is incredible. But if you're looking for, technical critique, I don't know that I can give you that, but I know the people who can. So I said, okay. He said, in order for us to do that, though, we may have to take a little airplane ride. All right, where are we going? London, England. So we head over to London, St. John's Wood to be exact, a little recording studio located on a street by the name of Abbey Road. Yes, that Abbey Road. And we were there to meet up with a gentleman who's a producer, recording engineer, extremely well known in his own right, a gentleman by the name of Hugh Padgham. Hugh produced The Police, Phil Collins, Peter Gabriel, Genesis, XTC, among others. Well, we'd set a meeting for, I believe it was a Thursday or Friday at Abbey Road. And the night before, Gary and I went and had dinner with Hugh. And Hugh told me a story where he said, Frank, I've heard other renderings where people have tried to take stereo and make it surround sound. And excuse my language, but they all suck. And I kind of chuckled and said, Hugh, I'm in agreement with you. That's been my view as well. And I told him, look, even if you feel this doesn't add up, it's okay. You're not going to hurt my feelings, because whatever feedback I get from you will be good information for me to go back and work on whatever engineering needs to be done. So the next day we meet up at Abbey Road, and the night before I'd said to him, Hugh, let's stack the deck. Give me an example of a tune that you feel would be best for you to evaluate this. And he went, without batting an eye, he said, that's simple. Every Breath You Take, which was a song he produced for the Police, I believe from the Synchronicity album. So come the next day, we're at Abbey Road. Amazing. I mean, you pinch yourself. You're in this, iconic studio. We're actually in a suite where they do work for surround sound. And Hugh's there, and we cue up the song, and we play it. And he's walking around, and he's, critically listening to each channel. He comes back, and he's got like this furrowed brow look on his face. And I'm thinking to myself, I think you're about to get your ass handed to you. So I'm preparing for the worst. And Hugh comes, as the song ends, standing next to me, he takes his elbow and he jabs it in my side, and he said, Frank, what the fire truck did you do? I said, why? He goes, that's phenomenal. That's amazing. He goes, you blew my mind. I said, well, thank you. He goes, can we listen to other stuff? I said, Hugh, my time is your time. We then proceeded to sit in the studio at Abbey Road for probably another 4 hours, where Hugh kept saying, pull this song. What about that song? Let's try this. Let's try that. Hugh gave us thumbs up. Since then, we've met with Frank Filippetti, another Grammy Award-winning producer and engineer. We've done some work with Jean-Michel Jarre, the famous French artist. We've demoed it for other people as well, like Greg Hawkes of the rock and roll group The Cars. And thus far, we've gotten a thumbs up from everyone every time.